Sadiq Khan has wrapped up his tour of the US aimed at boosting London's economy. Over the course of 4 days, the Mayor of London has travelled to San Francisco, Silicon Valley and Los Angeles. The tour included meeting with senior politicians and business leaders at Google and LinkedIn. Mr. Khan said he intended to use the trip to bang the drum for London tourism following the COVID-19 pandemic and also for tech industries. On his first day of the tour, Mr. Khan met the billionaire former mayor of New York, Michael Bloomberg, who ran the city from 2002 to 2013. He also ran unsuccessfully for the 2020 Democratic nomination for US president. Mr. Khan also met the city's current mayor Eric Adams, who described him as a rock star mayor to launch the start of a £10 million tourism campaign. Since arriving, the mayor has been facing questions about COVID rates in London. He appeared on MSNBC's Morning Joe, one of the most popular cable TV news shows in the US. Mr. Khan used the platform to reassure Americans, referencing London's falling hospital admissions, rising vaccination rates, and what he described as world-class disinfectant on public transport, although these lag behind the rest of the UK. The rising cost of living is also a hot topic for Americans facing record levels of inflation, currently at its highest level since December 1981. This means the challenge for London's mayor will be to convince them to spend their hard-earned dollars in the UK capital rather than elsewhere. Greater London Authority figures show London lost £7.4 billion of international tourist spending in 2020 alone. Tourism supports as many as 1 in 7 jobs in the capital and contributes almost 12% of London's GDP. In 2021, the number of overnight stays made by tourists to the capital plunged to 60.8 million from 147.4 million in 2019. The tourism campaign will invest £3 million in a bid to attract more domestic tourists back to the capital. A further £7 million will be dedicated to an international marketing campaign to try to drive tourists back to London. From the international desk, Wu at China America Radio.